per the Sebi verdict, the Adani Group has been cleared of all the allegations. There was a major uproar over this case. Many used it to target the Adani Group, but more people used it to target the Modi government. Will they speak up now? Ladies and gentlemen, that is the big question. I think I have a report on this before the debate, but I'll go to the news report later. I'll go into the fine print in just a bit. But this news is actually, without a doubt, this news is actually quite big. As we are preparing to open this up to debate, I would like to remind everyone today that, the clean chit that has been given to the Adani Group has been underreported everywhere. And in this final order that has come out, it has been said very clearly that the Adani Group has not broken rules while routing money through two private companies, two private firms. So the idea was hidden, related party transactions, fraud, many things had been said. And the backdrop of this is that the Supreme Court had actually asked for a Sebi probe on the matter. And after that, Adani has now responded. And the Adani Group says that, this conclusion is a major relief for the Adani Group, which had its market value plummet severely in the wake of the Hindenburg report. So they're looking at this as big vindication, and those who spread false narratives owe an apology to the nation. This tweet came out from Gautam Adani some time back. So big story here. No financial misconduct found by the Adani Group. Let's get a quick news report on this and then go straight into the breaking news debate tonight.
3 years after the Hindenburg storm, markets regulator Sebi has given a clean sheet to the Adani Group and its chairman Gautam Adani. The group was accused by Hindenburg of routing funds through 3 entities to hide related party transactions. But that allegation has fallen apart. Adani Group chairman Gautam Adani, reacting to the development, has said that those who spread false narratives owe the nation an apology. In January 2021, Hindenburg alleged that the Adani Group used 3 companies, Adi Corp Enterprises, Milestone Trade Links, and Rehbar Infrastructure to route money between Adani Group firms. The claim was that this helped Adani avoid rules on related party transactions, possibly misleading investors. With Adani Group getting cleared, the alleged transactions were deemed genuine business dealings and not fraudulent. In the past, Supreme Court has observed that the Hindenburg report was not the absolute truth and that its report cannot be the basis of assumptions, and there is no evidence to question Sebi's investigation. The Sebi conclusion is a big setback to the lobby relying on Hindenburg report to attack the Modi government. It was always a hit job, a deep state conspiracy to tarnish and harm the India growth story.
So Santosh Mehrotra is with us this evening, and Manish Warrior is with us, political analyst, and Ishkaran Bhandari is with us. So, very bad hit job by the lobby against Adani Group. Today proves it was a hit job, doesn't it, Dr. Mehrotra? A very dirty hit job. Obviously on somebody's behalf. Right, because Sebi has looked into this. There's no, there is no fraudulent transaction involved. It was all one big lie. Where is the lobby hiding right now? Nobody's speaking anymore about this. Why is that?
Mr. Goswami.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Goswami, let's just recall some facts here. The facts are as follows. If you read the acquittal, so-called, by the Sebi, it's not an acquittal by the Sebi, it is an acquittal by a Joint Secretary, serving government officer of the Inland Revenue Service, who moved from being Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Finance to becoming a member of Sebi. Point one. Point two, Sebi has been seriously compromised ever since a 2018 amendment to its own regulations, which I will speak to in a minute. It has also been seen to be massively compromised by Madhavi Puri-Buch, the former chairperson. Now let me come back to the 2018 change in regulation before I come to this particular order again. In 2018, a change was made in the regulations of Sebi, which made it impossible for Sebi to attempt to find out what is the source of the money that
No,
is
but
coming
now
into
because
any company.
Sebi is given a clean chit, Sebi is the villain.
अरे भाई मुझे बोलने दे दो कि मुझसे
नहीं मैं बोलने दे
सवाल
आपसे ही शुरुआत की है
सवाल जवाब लोगे कि नहीं लोगे सवाल का जवाब ले लो क्योंकि मोटी बात यह है कि सेबी
वॉल्यूम बढ़ाइए
Supreme Court judge, the Supreme Court so-called clean chit that you people were giving 1 year ago was itself not a clean chit because the Supreme Court special investigative team that was created with Nandan Nelikani as a member itself noted in its findings that this 2018 prevented the team to find out, SIT to find out what were the source of the funds because SEBI had changed the rules. And something very similar is happening here because I've just read the judgment of 20...
Have you read the SEBI judgment?
Mr. Kamleshwar, I have just finished reading the judgment, Mr. Goswami. So will you bear with me if you ask me a question, have the decency of listening to me. Thank you. I'm glad you are finally smiling. Finally,
so
you are
angry
smiling.
Today. So angry today.
Okay, of course you love it.
Anyway, SEBI has ruled that the transactions were not fraudulent transactions. I don't know who you want. You only believe Paranjoy Guatagurta, I guess. I mean, you are that group, that coterie out here, you know.
Over and over again, you want to speak over me. Why do you call me? If you want to speak over me and don't want to listen, then why call me?
No, because I want you to tell me today, do you think it was a hoax or not? It was one big hoax.
The 2021, listen, what does Kamlesh Varshney come to conclusion about? He says that we put in a regulation in the amendment of SEBI regulations in 2021, and these actions took place prior to 2021. And because these actions took place prior to 2021, when the amendment in SEBI regulations took place, therefore, he is given a clean chit. Arey wah. So first you make changes in 2018 and the Supreme Court committee cannot find anything. And now, then later you make more changes in the amendment and through an amendment. And now you say, an IRS officer, Inland Revenue Service officer, a joint secretary in the Ministry of Finance who finds himself now in the SEBI, is claiming that we don't know what the reality is as far as third-party transactions is concerned. The fact of the matter is the whole market knows, which is why after his net worth shooting up to $150 billion,
okay,
it's come down to where it should be, perhaps.
Why, you were angling for that? Was it the job of the lobby to bring his net
Listen,
worth down?
the point here is, Mr. Goswami, in China, if the net worth of a billionaire rises above $10 billion, you are suspect immediately.
Comes in now this socialist, Fabian socialist fake attitude. One minute. I'll tell you what you see. Okay, let me remind you now. Now, sir, I would like to get in Ishwaran and Manish Warrior. I'll tell you one thing why you are.
Unequal countries in the world. more unequal than South Africa and in
Acha,
and
when you
Brazil.
become Prime Minister,
And-
you can put everybody with a high net worth into jail.
Okay, the
Maybe you
point
put the
is, we
Vadra
are now
family
as unequal-
starting maybe.
we are now as
Yeah.
unequal as under British times.
Anyway, now having a high net worth is not a crime. Ishkaran would like to respond to you. Ishkar.
Like you have.
Arnab, the entire game is out. It's a question to me. The entire game is out. If people reach a high net worth, they are guilty, they are deemed to be guilty, and they must be punished because they have provided employment to millions of people because they have tried to
Millions,
create jobs.
millions.
Don't interrupt! Nobody interrupted you. Please have the same manners and courtesy. I didn't speak a word when you were speaking. I think you are a professor. That's the basic courtesy you should give to a person. Even though it's a bad day for you, you may be in tears, you may be sad, you may be feeling why
Don't
is
worry.
this happening in
Don't
this country.
worry. Don't
But
worry.
nobody
Don't
interrupted
worry for me.
you. Nobody interrupted you. Please give the same courtesy to me. That is the least we can do to each other. I may not have a high net worth, and tomorrow, if I have a high net worth, you may want to jail me. But today, give me my free speech. So, Arnab, what the fact is in this case, the cat came out because the anguish. Sometimes when we are in anguish, we speak the truth. Good you gave so much time because in the end, the truth came out that if somebody has a high net worth of 10 billion plus or 1 billion plus, and then tomorrow it might be 5 crores plus, he should be in jail. While the India's entire economy, when we had this high Indira Gandhi taxation, people were living in Lutyens, Delhi, not only members of parliament, so-called academicians, so-called people close to the Gandhi Parivar would get A-list houses in Mumbai, in Delhi. That was perfectly good. Why? Because you could sing well or you could dance well, so taxpayers should fund you. And that is why we needed to have all those Kala academies inhabited by people who were close to one ruling family, so you maintain that. That was okay. But a businessman tries to create job, tries to create wealth, and in this case of first generation wealth, then he must be deemed guilty, he must be punished. Have you seen any serious nation attacking its own business? There are enough number of stories you can say against Amazon, against Google, against Apple, against Elon Musk, but you will not see an organized mob trying to reduce them, trying to cut their influence, because nations understand that it's only by creating wealth, not by faffing on TV, not by faffing in a university, that you lead to development. But people don't want development. Anybody who does something, you want to attack him, except those who will try to pretend they are living in poverty while getting government accommodation, while getting government cars, and while having a brilliant lifestyle for themselves, and then probably get funded by foreign nations or NGOs and have their kids studying outside on so-called scholarship. So let's be very clear. The India which is today wants business, will have business, and will not go for a Hindenburg rag, which was a short seller, tries to destroy an Indian economic giant so that it can make some money, probably funnel that money into certain institutions in India who would then raise it. That is the sad reality we are dealing with. Today what has happened? Two things. One, it went to Supreme Court. Nothing was found. Then it went to the authority which had to investigate into this. Nothing has been found. But because it is not palatable to certain people, they will still keep attacking it, because the end result is this: you do not like businessmen rising, you do not like employment being given, you do not like private sector. You try to kill the private sector. In that you killed India. What happened in 1991 till market reform came? You killed India. And you talk about China. In China, anybody who taxes the government like this, forget 10 billion, anybody who taxes the government like this, or an industrialist the government doesn't want to be taxed, would be jailed. So if you're giving example of China, give entire example, give complete example. Such people will not exist in China. They want to take the billionaires away. They will not exist in a China. They won't have the right to come on TV and spew their venom, because China won't allow that. But that part of China they don't want, because there they imagine that they would be the ruling class. Unfortunately, that's not true. You can laugh, you can cry, you can vent. But India has moved past such people who self-declare themselves to be the intellectuals and the arbiters of India's fate. The reality is, you went to Supreme Court, nothing came out. The reality is, Hindenburg, what is the condition of Hindenburg? And last thing, very important, Adani had a net worth of 150 billion. It has perhaps come back to what it should be, 70 billion or 60 billion. You can scoff at it because you have never created even a million probably, except in fees, nothing business, nothing to help anybody else in this country. So you can scoff at $60 billion. Good for you. But the reality is that $60 billion has created immense wealth in India for a lot of people, and that is why there was a lot of anger in people when you illegally try to attack people relying on foreign short sellers.
You know, I just say one thing, that I feel Mr. Mehrotra is not being serious on the program today. And Mr. Mehrotra, like other people who have been supporting Hindenburg, and I don't know, no self-respecting person, certainly not an economist, would put his credibility behind a short seller. This is the worst thing something can do, right, Manish? But Mr. Mehrotra and some people like him are choosing to do that. Now, Mr. Manish, before I come to you, the fact is that there are rules. This group, Hindenburg Group, does not believe in rules. Because what does Rahul Gandhi want? He wants a Nepal-type situation in India. He wants anarchy. He wants violence. He has said today. He has said today also. So question is that instead of laughing like that, you understand that there are rules. You have not prepared for the debate, Dr. Mehrotra. If you had prepared for the debate, you would have understood.
I've read the judgment. I don't need to prepare more.
You would have known that the 2021 amendment which you are referring to, and please listen to me carefully, does not affect the transaction pertaining to this case. Okay? The amendment is, quote, substantive, cannot apply to past transactions, unquote. Okay? The expert committee appointed by the Supreme Court upheld that the 2021 amendment, right? It was the expert committee appointed in the Vishal Tiwari case concurred that the amendment was not retroactive and there is no regulatory failure. Next point, the Supreme Court had also upheld the 2021 amendment, saying it had earlier rejected the plea to revoke the 2021 amendment, saying that the procedure followed in arriving at the current shape of regulations is not tainted with any illegality. In the final disposal of the case, and I hope you are paying attention because I'm educating you on facts.
You don't have to. I've read that.
No, you're not prepared today. I'm telling you. It said that once it is held that there is no violation of the above two main issues, it logically leads to the conclusion that there is no violation of all other related violations alleged, which relates to non-disclosure/approval of the related party transactions. What this proves is that the charges were a hoax. I can think of a person who is unaware of facts like Rahul Gandhi to keep saying what he does, but an educated person like you, right, Manish? An educated person like you, after all these facts have come out, should take a rather informed position on a debates like this. You see, if this was a conspiracy, you can say, I'm part of a conspiracy to destabilize the country. I want to bring down the markets. I want anarchy. I want Nepal-like violence in my country. Manish would like to say something. Manish, would you like to address it?
Arnab, I'm really surprised and shocked also because, Professor Mehrotra is pretty renowned, and
yes,
so today
I don't know
what has happened. I think maybe something wrong, because I didn't expect this from him. This is a very serious matter and a very serious issue. Right from beginning, the Hindenburg report was not about Adani. It was always about attacking India's growth story. The Sebi's order today has really proved that India cannot be bullied by foreign vested interest. That's for sure. We have shown that with US, we have shown that with other countries also. And probably this was a great job. We all knew right from beginning. I've been telling right from day one in different programs that it was a leftist head job along with Hindenburg. There's no other way. Now, when Adani builds ports in Sri Lanka or terminals in Israel, or it does in Australia, is it just business, or is it India's, it is securing India's strategic footholds?
Yeah.
Which Indian company has really gone outside and really, invested money in India's strategic issues? But I don't know how it escapes him. It's such a reputed person. India's energy security, infrastructure, job creation, everything is Adani is doing, and so as many of the other companies. I think we should be really value them, give them respect it deserves. So do they want India's critical infrastructure in Indian hands, or they want controlled by US, or for that matter by China? Right? There's such a soft corner for China for that. So those who are attacking Adani, I would say they are attacking India's Atmanirbhar Bharat, Indian government they are attacking, and our aspirations they are attacking. I think you cannot trivialize this entire thing by just some of the loopholes it could be there, right? We are a developing nation. I always say that we should not compare ourselves with many of the other countries because we have our own roles. if you put the same yardstick of Western countries to us, only some kind of you can say a negative attitude someone can say that there is some problem, because you have to respect Sebi. You cannot question. Sometimes you question Election Commission of India. Sometimes you question, in fact, the Supreme
Very
Court
sad,
of India,
very
if it
sad.
doesn't go in your favor. So therefore, Mr. Mehrotra has to understand that this is not about one particular company. This is geopolitics, and we expect him to be with India. Why is not there in India? My question to Mr. Mehrotra is that.
Good
Is
question.
being an economist only looking at fine prints from the point of view of leftist ideology, or is it India first? This is my question to you, sir.
Dr. Mehrotra, it seems that you have run out of arguments.
No, excuse me. I mean, I'm here to respond to questions from Mr. Goswami, not answer questions from. I mean, listen, I'm not here to wear my patriotism on my forehead. I'm not going to try and prove that. That's going a bit far. So that's the last thing I'm going to respond to.
No, but at least
least acknowledge
a very logical answer from you.
Acknowledge what?
Acknowledge that you are wrong today, because you see, I'll tell you one thing.
No, I'm not wrong.
No, I'll tell you one thing. I'll say one thing, and then I'll hand it over to you. You see, the problem with this Hindenburg lobby, you, Rahul Gandhi, and all this D. Raja type of people, you don't go by the facts of the matter.
Rahul Gandhi, bhai?
Well, because same level of argument you're making today. You're an intellectual,
Rubbish.
you're a professor, but today,
Utter rubbish.
sir,
Anyway, carry on.
sir, there is no violation of Section 12A of the Sebi Act or of the Sebi regulations, as has been alleged. You have to understand that the main allegation of violation of Section 12A of the Sebi Act, right, follows from the allegation of non-classification of the impugned transactions as related party transactions. Now, the order itself has said that once there is no violation on that account, then the charge under Section 12A of the Sebi Act and the Sebi regulations does not stand. It's logic. See, this is a higher level discussion. Rahul Gandhi will not understand this kind of talk, what I'm saying. He does not have the ability to comprehend things like this. But you expect better.
I read the judgment. No, the judgment, I have no difficulty with the technicality of the judgment. That something that got transacted before the 21 amendment is, can't be in violation of the 21 amendment, 2021 amendment. I fully understand that technicality. There's no issue about that. There is a bigger issue. I think that's what none of you are willing to recognize here. The Sebi as an organization has systematically compromised itself through a series of actions that it has been taking in the last 6 or 7 years, especially the 2018 amendment, which enabled Sebi to say that we are not interested in finding out what the original source of funds was, where Adani or any company obtains its funds. All we are interested in is simply the proximate third party. And if that proximate third party, supposedly...
Can I ask you? Yeah, please.
Half-truths by you don't look good on you.
Yeah, so are you saying that all these credit rating agencies, they rate Indian securities, they rate Indian bonds, and they invest so many foreign institutional investors? Are you really saying, sir, that all of them are investing into India's growth story by having this knowledge that the regulatory body is at fault? That is not possible. We are not a banana republic, isn't it? In fact, contrary to what you've looked at,
we are not.
You must appreciate from where Sebi was. And in last 10 years, the number of improvements they have done in their systems, they have plugged the loopholes. There's no Harshad Mehta these days. A lot of, in fact, red flags are there in the entire system, so that such kind of any wrongdoing activities are not there. Would you not appreciate, sir, that?
No, I'm appreciating all that. All I'm saying to you is, how come, you also have to answer my question, how come that a Supreme Court appointed special investigation team works for 6 months and is not able to find something? How is it?
No, if there is
that
nothing,
Sebi
what will they find? I don't know.
May I finish?
Oh God, this is the problem with this whole group, you know.
No.
Sebi, prior to
Take the shot,
prior
sir.
to that SIT finding, Sebi was telling us for 2 years we are
Sir, you tell
investigating
me.
Adani,
I don't know
and
what to do.
They never came
I
to
don't
a
know what to
finding.
do with a lot
How
of you
come
today. Sebi is
how
bad,
do you
Supreme
trust
Court is
Sebi?
bad, Election Commission is bad, Government of India is
Yes,
bad,
there are issues.
elected government
There
is
are
bad,
massive
President of
issues
India
with
is
the
bad,
Election Commission.
Vice President of
Yes,
India is
there
bad,
are
Army is
massive
bad,
issues.
Navy is bad,
Yes,
Air Force
there is
is
voter
bad.
fraud going
Air
on.
Force is
Yes,
bad.
there is vote chori
Right?
going
Borders
on.
of
There is
India are
just no
bad.
question
The idea of
about it.
nationalism is bad. Nation first is bad.
Oh,
Democracy is
nation, you are
bad.
the only
Parliament
one who's
is
the
bad.
patriot.
Parliament
We are the
is bad.
anti-national. You
State
criticize
elections
the
are
government,
bad.
You criticize the government, suddenly you are anti-national. You become anti-India if you are anti this government.
This is not
India
about
the
government. Yeah,
Is
you
this
make
NDA
everything
government the
political.
government?
Ishkaran!
India.
Arnab, see,
39%
the problem
vote
is
there.
we are a nation which is a democracy. We are not off with the head nation where somebody feels something and feels he has the divine right to decide it should be done. 6 months the committee investigated, they found nothing. If there is nothing to find, they will not find anything. Just because you are screeching here does not mean
No.
that the committee has
Screeching,
to
he
find
said,
something
screeching.
guilty.
They will
What
not
sort of
find-
logic is this, Arnab, that in 6
They will
months the
not
committee
find-
finds nothing?
Okay,
Why
ladies and
not
gentlemen.
logic you
Because
come
the
to
rules
the
have-
No,
conclusion
somewhere we have to
that
understand that
something
something is going on. I believe that, you see, I believe that, I believe that another thing which happened today, I want to tell you, Rahul Gandhi said, I'm going to drop a hydrogen bomb. Ended up being a hydrogen, not even a hydrogen balloon.
ED bombs.
You know, it's what I call a full jhadi. I'll talk
bomb,
about
Arnab,
Rahul's full jhadi when I'm back and why every argument, every line of his is turning out to be such an absolute dud. I believe Rahul Gandhi wants a Nepal type situation because he believes he can never win through the legal process when I'm back.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho Befikar.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
ओए, मेरी गाड़ी ठोकेगा? पर गलती तो आपकी है। मेरी गलती? जानता मेरा बाप कौन है? ये देखो, पापा और गलती दोनों याद आ जाएंगे। अब देखा किसने सिग्नल तोड़ा?
Cubo dash cams. Get smart, get Cubo.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
ओए, मेरी गाड़ी ठोकेगा? पर गलती तो आपकी है। मेरी गलती? जानता मेरा बाप कौन है? ये देखो, पापा और गलती दोनों याद आ जाएंगे। अब देखा किसने सिग्नल तोड़ा?
Rahul's latest vote chori hydrogen bomb a dud? After back-to-back poll failures, vote chori backfires. Another vote chori claim, another brutal fact check. Debating tonight at 9 p.m. Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho Befikar.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
चुप, तुमने तो गाड़ी वालों को ही विलन बना दिया।
ये देखो,
Cubo dash cams. Get smart, get Cubo.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
Last night, someone broke into Ishan's room. Well, almost. But Cubo AI stopped him with a loud alarm and alerted the mom.
Cubo smart security cameras. Not just record, it protects.
From the fiery streets of Jodhpur to the power corridors of Cambridge, he carved a path like no other. A scholar who shattered barriers, a lawyer who redefined the courtroom. The nation's youngest senior advocate, youngest ASG, a commanding voice in parliament. Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, not just a lawyer, he is a force of destiny. Witness his journey on the legal side of things, only on Republic TV.
In the 1980s, people were working hard to be doctors and going abroad. How did you make them come back? Were you winning them over with money or opportunity or with something else?
I think what I told them was that this is the type of hospital that you are going to build and give you everything that you have here, backup technology. But I want your clinical experience.
You know, we talk about reverse brain drain today. Today is 2025. I cannot imagine that someone's doing this 40 years back.
I think they were convinced, but if they come back, that they can give back to the people the same level of care that what they are doing abroad.
In the 1980s, people were working hard to be doctors and going abroad. How did you make them come back? Were you winning them over with money or opportunity or with something else?
I think what I told them was that this is the type of hospital that you are going to build and give you everything that you have here, backup technology. But I want your clinical experience.
You know, we talk about reverse brain drain today. Today is 2025. I cannot imagine that someone's doing this 40 years back.
I think they were convinced, but if they come back, that they can give back to the people the same level of care that what they are doing abroad.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what Rahul Gandhi wants. Rahul Gandhi wants the Gen Z, the youth, to be on the streets creating a Nepal kind of situation. He does not want them in startups. He does not want them in the polling booths. He does not want the Gen Z aspiring to join the civil services. He does not want the Gen Z joining the Indian Army, the Indian Navy, the Indian Air Force. He does not want the Gen Z to build the country. Rahul Gandhi wants the Gen Z to somehow put him back in power. And my question to Rahul Gandhi is this: how selfish are you going to be? If you have been a political failure, at least at the national level. You're 56 years old right now, you're going nowhere. You expect the Gen Z to go up and make up for your political losses. You want the Gen Z to somehow put your family back in power. And ladies and gentlemen, how absurd is this? Rahul Gandhi is basically saying, I want a Nepal type of situation. He's not naming Nepal, of course. And he's particularly frustrated today. I'll tell you why. You can take that tweet off the screen. Because today he did another stupid press conference, a baseless press conference. It had no impact. He came with the same white t-shirt and then said that, you see, I'm not losing. The election commission is making him lose. Only a loser talks like this. And Rahul Gandhi is a political loser. Every time he comes out and says, I am not a loser, the election commissioner has made me lose, it's the same pattern. First he has an overblown press conference where he said, vote chori, vote chori, vote chori, vote chori, vote chori. Then he makes these wild claims of vote chori, vote chori, vote chori from today. Today also, same drama. Listen to this. Again, vote chori, vote chori, vote chori. Listen to this.
Proof that is black and white, absolutely clear, that the Chief Election Commissioner of India is protecting the people who have destroyed Indian democracy.
Targeted deletions हो रहे हैं. कांग्रेस पार्टी पर आनंद में अटैक किया. टॉप 10 बूथ्स जहां सबसे ज्यादा कांग्रेस की स्ट्रेंथ थी वहां टारगेट किया. और 2018 में पिछले इलेक्शन में 10 में से 8 बूथ कांग्रेस पार्टी जीती थी. और इन 8 में से इन्होंने 6000 लोग उड़ाने की कोशिश की. ये कोइंसिडेंस नहीं था, ये प्लान था और ये सेंट्रलाइज तरीके से किया जा रहा है.
So problem for Rahul Gandhi is nobody listening to him anymore. He's going into smaller and smaller areas. He says, started by saying the country there is vote chori, now state there is vote chori, then he says district there is vote chori, the constituency vote chori, Lok Sabha election vote chori. Then he says, okay, not Lok Sabha election, maybe assembly election vote chori. Tomorrow he'll say panchayat vote chori. Day after he'll say vote chori in my mind. So this is a classic theory. You repeat a lie 1,000 times, he thinks it will become a truth. But here it is a case of crying wolf. But the dangerous thing that Rahul Gandhi has now done, and in a way he's revealed his mind today, is when he tried to instigate saying, Gen Z will bring me to power. This is the basic line he has. I'll stand with Gen Z. But he's getting inspired. Now is a foreign government telling him to talk like this? Why is he saying, after Nepal particularly, why is the social media strategy of the Congress party looking very much like a spin-off on what unknown groups were doing in Nepal, which led to such terrible violence in Nepal? And remember, after the violence happened, the people who instigated the violence went back. I had said this, that is the deep state behind all this. In Bangladesh, remember, the Americans have still not given up. Today, Trump said, I want a base in Bagram in Afghanistan. The Americans want to take over St. Martin Island in Bangladesh. The Americans would love to have a foothold in Nepal. But most importantly, remember, the Americans would want a base here in India. Today, Rahul Gandhi is saying the system is stolen. The system is stolen. Rahul Gandhi says the system is stolen. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, is most ironical about it? This is a man who said, I am the system. This is a man who is now saying the system is stolen. What he's trying to say is that our family has been removed from power. Till a few months back, he used to say, I am the system. He used to say, when I was born into the system. What is the mentality? The mentality is of a person who believes from the day he was born, as an infant, he was born to rule. Unfortunately, as a 56-year-old man, he finds that nobody wants him to rule the country. Nobody cares about his family like they probably used to at a period of time. Invoking Gen Z, why is he doing that? He is doing this after Nepal. He's getting energized by what happened in Nepal. It's a deliberate attempt at trying to weaponize young emotion. As a middle-aged man whose career has gone nowhere, Rahul Gandhi is thinking that if I can provoke young people somehow, these youngsters have not seen the Congress era. He's thinking they have not seen my family's corruption. These youngsters may not have an experience of 2G, 3G, CWG, Devas ISRO. He's thinking these youngsters have not seen the kind of corruption that my family has done, been responsible for, the destruction of this country, the deals we had with Pakistan, the Aman Ki Asha circuit, the terrorism that happened in India, the marginalization of the Hindu community. He thinks youngsters have not seen all this, so youngsters do not have a memory of my reign and how much the Congress party looted India, and therefore he wants to exploit the fact that he thinks the youngsters don't know all this, but I believe what he wants to do, he wants the youth of this country to lose their trust in every institution of this country. He wants the youngsters of this country to lose their faith in the Election Commission, in Sebi, in the Indian Army, Navy, Air Force. That's why he keeps asking for proof. That's why when Balakot happened, he started saying, show me sabut. That's why he tried to create chaos even after Operation Sindoor. That's why he gave the argument that the Pakistanis gave. And that's why at every given opportunity, Gandhi tries to make sure people lose their faith in Parliament. When he's questioning the electoral process, he's trying to say that Parliament does not represent the people of India. Then who does, Rahul Gandhi? Who does? If Parliament does not represent the will of India, if the Indian Parliament doesn't, do you think the Italian Parliament will do? And that is why we don't want to, but we begin to suspect his intentions. The intentions are not clear, but the intent to some extent is becoming apparent. Rahul Gandhi is trying to play this with the psychology of young people. He wants them on the streets, as I said. He does not want them on the polling booths. He will be angry if more people come out to vote, because he is not for constitution. He's against democracy. He's against electoral democracy. He's getting inspired when he sees in foreign countries situations on chaos. And he genuinely has begun to believe, I think, that through a process of total anarchy in this country, when there is mayhem, that he will come to the top. Now I ask you this, viewers. Is this what you want? Is this a future you want for the country? Do you want anarchy, violence, chaos, and on top of that, come to power? Is that what we want in our country? That is what Pakistan wants. That is what China would want. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to just tell Rahul Gandhi one thing. Rahul Gandhi, start doing some work. Look back at what you are doing. Don't spin your loss into lies. Right? Rahul Gandhi, you are older to me, but we are roughly the same generation. I built my career through hard work and merit. What are you doing? I represent those people in my generation who worked hard to get somewhere. What will youngsters think of the way you are behaving? You're trying to play on frustration of people. You can't inspire people, then don't throw your frustration on others. And remember, Rahul Gandhi, we don't forgive you for saying that India is not a nation. I am saying that. I challenge you, Rahul Gandhi, go and check how many people support me and how many are with you. You say, is India is not a nation? You went abroad and actually said that. Who put that into your head, Rahul? Who put that into your head? Why do you talk like this? If that is not an anti-national approach, what is? And remember, Rahul Gandhi, India is not Nepal. India is not Bangladesh. India is not Sri Lanka. I respect all these countries, but remember, Rahul Gandhi, we are the world's largest democracy. If you want to spend the rest of your life going around into cities and towns trying to demotivate young people, if you feel that is your life's entire mission, and you believe a group of demotivated people, frustrated people, angry people will somehow put the Vadra Gandhi family back in power, remember, they will not. They will not. You are becoming irrelevant through these lines. Ladies and gentlemen, we should launch a counter movement in this country. Stand with democracy. Rahul Gandhi somehow wants his family back in power. That is his sole and only intent. And he will capitalize on any situation, try to create doubt in the minds of the people. All the institutions we have believed, even when they have not served our personal interest, we've still believed in those institutions. But here is a man who believes his job, his entire life's approach should be to make people disbelieve the institutions, look down upon the democratic institutions, and turn the country into a total state of anarchy. And out of that anarchy, he believes he will come to power. And yes, viewers, I'm the only person who can say this as clearly. Rahul Gandhi your so-called hydrogen bomb is a catastrophic and spectacular failure. Nobody believes in this. You will have 5-6 YouTubers who will, for their own benefit, try to put these theories that you're putting out. These are not baseless allegations. These are motivated allegations. He says some people are impersonating voters. I will wrap up by asking Rahul Gandhi one thing, a main question. Are you impersonating someone? Is someone, either in India or outside India, speaking through you? Ladies and gentlemen, in a democracy, I have a right to ask that question. And we will. Let's debate.
Rahul Gandhi's latest slogan is vote chori. But then, those whom he claimed were victims also called him out.
तो मेरे कौन होते हैं? प्रियंका गांधी या राहुल गांधी मेरे कौन होते हैं? उनको अधिकार किसने दिया कि मेरे नाम का टी शर्ट, मेरे तस्वीर का फोटो लगा कर टी शर्ट पहने? क्यों है? क्यों? कारण क्या है? कौन होते हैं? उनको अधिकार दिया किसने?
He threatened that he would be dropping a hydrogen bomb.
एटम बम से बड़ा हाइड्रोजन बम होता है नहीं होता है? माधवपुरा में हमने एटम बम दिखाया था. बीजेपी के लोगों तैयार हो जाओ, हाइड्रोजन बम आ रहा है.
But it appears that too may be turning out to be a dud.
In Anand, 6,018 applications were filed impersonating voters. The people who filed these applications actually never filed them. And we will show you evidence of that on this stage. The filing was done automatically using software. We will show you that. Mobile numbers from outside Karnataka, from different states, and you can see on the map, from different states were used.
Delete numbers in Anand, and it was done targeting Congress voters.
While Rahul claims 6,000 voters were deleted from Aland Assembly constituency in Karnataka, Election Commission has fact-checked Rahul that there was no deletion of votes that could be done online. In fact, the Election Commission has said that in 2023, unsuccessful attempts were made to delete voters. But the Election Commission itself registered an FIR and investigated the matter.
यहाँ इतने सारे लोग हैं, आप किसी का वोट कटा है क्या? अरे जोर से बोलो, कटा है क्या? तो किसका कटा है? जोर से बोलो, किसका कटा है? ये राहुल गांधी की यात्रा घुसपैठिया बचाओ यात्रा थी.
Time and again, Rahul Gandhi has made claims without backing them up with proof. He leveled vote theft allegations, but when questioned today, he refused to file an official complaint. He claimed earlier that Arun Jaitley was sent to threaten him in 2020 on farm laws. But then Arun Jaitley passed away in 2019. Didn't add up. He claimed Trump is right and that India was a dead economy. Days later, India's GDP numbers shocked Ten Janpath. He had said that Supreme Court endorsed Chaukidar Chor Hai slogan and was later forced to issue an unconditional apology. He targeted our forces even while our soldiers were the ones pushing back China in Tawang. He repeatedly claimed that Trump mediated ceasefire between India and Pakistan. But now, Pakistan has also fact-checked him.
It has become a habit of Shri Rahul Gandhi to make incorrect and baseless allegations.
What is increasingly becoming clear, looking at this tweet by Rahul Gandhi, as he tries to instigate Gen Z, is vote chori a part of the plan to instigate India's youth?
Ladies and gentlemen, hashtag for tonight is Rahul wants anarchy. This 56-year-old man has realized that somewhere through the normal electoral process, he has no chance of coming to power. So he has to try something abnormal, Pankaj. So he wants, this Nepal thing makes him very happy. You know, every time he sees Nepal, he says, mere ko chance hai abhi. Now he says, he starts a campaign, their children and our children, their sons and our sons, their daughters and our daughters. If there is a Nepo kid, it is Rahul Gandhi. If there is a Nepo kid in our country, it is Rahul Gandhi. Now my question is this. These claims, in one constituency, 400 votes went away. I think that's why we have lost, that's why I'm a loser. Tell me seriously, Pankaj, I'll start with you. I want to understand this logic. Even Pradeep Bhati is actually trying to laugh, but he's trying to be serious. Priyanka is also finding this funny, but she's keeping a very straight face today. Priyanka, welcome. Aam Aadmi Chief Spokesperson, Pradeep Bhati of the Samajwadi Party, Gaurav Bhatia of the BJP, Deepak Reddy of the TDP. We are fortunate to have great voices with us tonight. But tell me, kya hai, Pankaj? This non-serious approach, एक white t-shirt में एक press conference कर दो, agency को बुला दो, you think you are Steve Jobs, walk left and right like you are launching an iPhone, and then say, you know, in this constituency, 500 votes, I don't know why they went, that is why I have lost nationally. ये क्या है? Pankaj, what is this?
So if you
if votes are hijacked, you have to produce hard evidence, or you have to say, pursued the matter with the election commission. Am I right? You can't come back after 1 year and say, you know, मुझे लगता है कि 500 votes चले गए तो vote चोरी. What is this? It's become a joke, you know. This has become a joke, Pankaj.
all hard evidences. Have you not listened?
No, he is not.
All hard evidences, and there is no reply. Tell me one thing. The Congress candidate from Alan exposed a fraud which was done between November 2022 to February 2023. Then local election commission filed an FIR. On that FIR, CID is investigating. CID wanted to know certain things from the Election Commission of India. They sent 18 letters to Election Commission of India and got no reply.
No, Baba, you got it wrong.
Election Commission of India is blocking. No, I'm not getting it wrong. You are getting it wrong.
No, I never get it wrong.
Rahul.
Oh, Rahul. This is boring. Now, 1 minute.
Entire nation knows your obsession, knows about your obsession about.
I am not obsessed. I have had one meeting with Rahul Gandhi, which went very well for me. I don't know how it went for him.
This is your. Okay.
You have to understand.
That,
no, Pankaj, 1 minute. Pankaj, listen. Pankaj, wo chodo. Pankaj, listen.
How
Pankaj, listen.
Was faked, I know.
Pankaj, listen.
It was not.
Pankaj, I don't know how that interview went. I don't want to talk about it. Unhone bulaya tha. I gave an interview. Now, I don't know.
It was supposed to be given to someone else.
हाँ तो supposed to आप दे देते ना. मैंने रोका कि प्रणय रॉय को दे दो. मैंने रोका किसी को देना है, आप दे दो. मेरे को दे दिया तो मुझे जो करना था मैंने किया. आप देते किसी और को, आपके किसी और कन्वीनियंट व्यक्ति को. अब मेरी बात
that is what you are doing.
Achha, now listen to me. Let's forget me. Now I'm a very bad person. You have put me in jail. I came out. Now listen to me. 1 minute, Gaurav, I'll tell you. Gaurav, just one.
No, you are not a bad person. You are in a bad company. You are not a bad person. You are in a very bad company.
Anyway, listen, I am in the company I keep. You know, I don't know what company you keep. It's not personal. See, listen. No deletion of any vote can be done online by any member of the public. To say Rahul Gandhi has said,
It can
1
be.
minute,
What is Form 7? What is Form 7?
Listen to me, please listen to me, please.
What is Form 7?
Please listen to me.
It can be done.
You have to understand, it
there was
cannot
an
be done
attempt to do
online.
it.
It cannot be
6,000
done
plus
online. It cannot be done online. And now when Rahul Gandhi is saying that Congress vote, listen to me, no, please. Please don't disturb. After this, I'll be quiet. I'm just getting irritated with this high levels of stupidity nowadays, Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi is saying that mobile numbers from outside Karnataka were used to delete votes in Karnataka and Alan specifically targeting Congress workers. Now, I want to know, how do you know who is a Congress voter before the election or in a polling booth?
Because if...
No, what because if? Logical question, hai na?
Youths are voting for the Congress party.
Arey Baba, there is a...
And if you
target
those 8 votes out of 10, it is obvious.
You know, Manohar Kahaniya, this is all very bad. I want Gaurav to respond to this. I'm just saying...
What Manohar Kahaniya, yaar?
You want a Nepal type situation, hone wala nahi hai. Aaj flop ho gaya, it was a flop. Gaurav is on the debate. Gaurav. And the viewer, the question is, do you think Rahul wants to create a Nepal type anarchy in India?
Gaurav Bhatia?
Gaurav Bhatia, yeah. What's the problem? Gaurav Bhatia.
Gaurav Bhatia?
Yeah, Gaurav Bhatia.
Yeah. Is he wearing his pyjamas? Is he wearing his pyjamas or not? What? Half clothed, half brand. Half clothed, half brand. How can you talk to him?
Arnab, is this the level
I don't know. Who are you calling half clothed? He's fully clothed.
You know, such people come.
At least on my program, he's fully clothed.
Panelist.
Today, yes.
And they try to divert the topic.
Today he might be.
Please, Arnab, when you will intervene,
I've intervened.
Just make it a decent debate.
Just put the question on air. We don't want a Nepal type situation in our country. Pankaj, thank you. Gaurav Bhatia's turn, then it's open debate. Yeah, Gaurav.
Thank you. So first of all, Arnab, to the entire country, Rahul Gandhi is an anarchist. Rahul the destroyer.
Nepal sure.
He doesn't need to say he will drop a hydrogen bomb because Rahul Gandhi himself is the hydrogen bomb. If he explodes, he destroys the Congress. If he implodes, he destroys the fake Gandhi Parivar. And I will only say that India will never become Nepal. Remember the reason why. Because the people of our country believe in the Constitution, in the constitutional framework and the institutions. And Rahul Gandhi is trying to create this parallel because he wants to incite not just the Gen Z, but every citizen of the country, and he has failed miserably.
Forget these guys.
And that is the beauty of our democracy. But some irresponsible statements made by Rahul Gandhi in the past. You know, he's challenging the sovereignty when he says US, UK should interfere in our domestic matters. Why? Because he wants disturbance. And he wants disturbance from external forces. You've forgotten, Arnab, Sonia Gandhi said, Aar paar ki ladai hai, and after that Delhi riots happened. More than 70 lives were lost. It was Sonia Gandhi trying to incite. And this is the mantra of the Congress party. I would only say one thing. Rahul Gandhi is a habitual liar. And what are his credentials? I want to tell you something, Arnab. He is questioning the Election Commission of India, and I read from a Supreme Court judgment where the Supreme Court in the Kamal Nath judgment said it is because of the Election Commission of India and its record of 25 to 30 years. Election Commission of India has built up the reputation of an impartial body which tries to hold fair elections. And who's making the charge? Rahul Gandhi, who lied, who attributed a statement to a Supreme Court judgment which was false, and then later he apologized unconditionally. So it is like a saint being charged by a dacoit, and that dacoit is Rahul Gandhi. Second, I was hearing...
You're calling Rahul Gandhi a dacoit. Is the BJP national spokesperson calling Rahul Gandhi a dacoit on my program? Did I just hear the BJP national spokesperson call Rahul Gandhi a dacoit on my program?
Yes, I did. And I will tell you the reason.
Are you intending to clarify that? You're calling the leader of the opposition in the country a dacoit?
No, I don't have to clarify. I don't have to clarify anything. Please. It is Rahul Gandhi who...
I'm surprised the Samajwadi Party and AAP spokesperson are perfectly all right with that. There's no protest. Please note, Priyanka is looking down. Pradeep Bhati is pretending he didn't listen. They're not supporting that. I find that very interesting. Please note, viewers.
Can I complete my
please
point?
note. Yeah, you complete. Yeah, please.
Yes, thank you, Arnab. Let me complete my point. Yes. 21st of Feb 2023. The central government was of the BJP. The state government was also of the BJP in Karnataka. FIR registered. So was the election commission fair then? That goes against what Rahul Gandhi said. And second, all the information regarding everything that was being sought after by Rahul Gandhi today was shared by the election by the election commission with SP of Kalburgi on 6th of September 2023. Did Rahul Gandhi share this detail with the people? And
come on, I request the AAP and the SP to warm up into the debate. They are not even speaking up right now. Please note, it is my view that the SP and AAP have distanced themselves from Rahul Gandhi completely because they find what he is saying absolutely superlatively unbelievable. That's the problem. You see, why is Priyanka quiet today? Do you think he would be quiet? Into 28 minutes into 9 on my very interesting program, she's quiet because she's herself embarrassed at what Rahul Gandhi is doing. She wants to distance herself from Rahul Gandhi. That is what her intention is.
Let me please...
Otherwise she would not. And 97% people, Priyanka, 97% people believe that Rahul Gandhi wants a Nepal-type situation in our country. I'm sure you think the same. Yes, Priyanka.
Arnabji, all I'm saying is, see, that in our case, Arvind Kejriwalji, who is the head of the government, was imprisoned on allegations, and then a janch was conducted and nothing was found. So I think I think when Nitin Gadkari ji is saying that 3.5 lakh unki constituency se kaat diye gaye, when Uddhav Thackeray ji made similar allegations, when Naveen Patnaik ji made similar allegations, when Rahul Gandhi is also repeating the allegations that Arvind Kejriwal essentially made 2 months before the elections with proof, submitted a 300-page docket with proof to the Election Commission, on which the Election Commission has not spoken to date. I think an investigation is only fair to preserve the sanctity of the institution.
No, you are trying to do the Shanka, Jahan Shanka Vahi Lanka kind of argument out here. You are trying to seed doubt. I condemn your attempt to seed doubt into the minds of the people of the country. I expect better from a young emerging politician like you.
I will give you akras.
Very bad, Priyanka, very bad. I don't expect you to do this.
I can give you akras in our case for Congress. The Congress can speak on its behalf, or somebody who's pro-Congress can speak for them. I can give you akras in our case.
No, akras. What akra? Akra, by the way, means numbers.
He gave it.
In Hindi.
I'm giving you. Yes, I'm giving numbers. I'm giving you numbers.
Open the lines.
Shahadra, for example, a BLA of the BJP named Vishal Bharadwaj filed 11,018 application for deletion of voters after summary revision was completed, and the Election Commission proceeded to take action on that, and then we highlighted it. Arvind Kejriwal ji conducted a press conference with the people who were declared dead by the Election Commission. So all of this, and there is no response from the Election Commission. Therefore, in the interest of equity, parity, justice, I urge the Election Commission... No.
1 minute. You see, viewers, why I think what Priyanka is saying is absurd. I'll tell you why. Pradeep Bhatti of the come in, please. You see, let's look at the allegation. What is happening today? What is the tactic? Let me explain this. Create some unverified facts. Get some YouTubers to put in some things, then put a serious expression, put a gamcha on yourself, and come out and do this very, I think there is something wrong, we must investigate. Acha, they are not going to say, Deepak Reddy, they are not going to say something is wrong, something wrong has happened. They will say, if there is something wrong which has happened, we must investigate. What is the harm in investigating? Let us be clear, let's not have doubt. So, they're playing legally safe because they know there's nothing which has happened. But they're playing on the doubt in your mind because they want to create a Nepal. They'd be so happy if the country burns. Deepak Reddy, please respond. And Pradeep Bhatti, don't step back. Step back. Don't step back. Come into my debate. You're on Arnab Goswami show. Come fully into the debate. Show me the evidence. File an affidavit. Pradeep Bhatti, go to the Supreme Court of India. I'll respect you. But you won't even do that.
Shall I answer?
Yeah, you answer and then you get into battle with Deepak. Deepak and Pradeep Bhatti, half a minute each. We are on a debate. SP versus TDP. Let's go. Who goes first? Okay, Deepak goes first, then Pradeep comes in.
Arnab, I bet you that Rahul Gandhi is praying that we have a Nepal-like situation in India. There's no doubt about that. But if a situation like that ever happens, the first thing is the dynasty would take the first plane out of India.
Oh.
What I have, they'll be the first ones who'll be taking the flight out. But what the doubt what I have is Rahul Gandhi going to go to his grandmom's place in Italy, or to London, where he's rumored to have another passport, or he would be traveling the globe, which he truly enjoys.
He of late likes to go to Malaysia and all that,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether he's going to be traveling around the world or, but the dynasty is going to take the first plane out. That's something what I know for sure. Now, coming back to Rahul Gandhi, he's not given any new revelations. It's only a repetition of what he's been telling earlier. But coming to the point, straight question. I mean, in his statement, he said 1 lakh votes have been stolen. He can give a list, which he hasn't given. He could have given a complaint. He hasn't done that. He could have filed an affidavit. He hasn't done that. So it's purely a WhatsApp type of a drama is what we can think of. And coming to Karnataka, in 2018, BJP won that particular seat, what Rahul Gandhi was talking about. And now Congress has won. So they have already won a seat, and Rahul Gandhi's allegation is BJP tried to manipulate the system and make Congress win. He misses basic logic. And coming to the same state of Karnataka, the court has given a verdict a couple of days ago on one of their MLA. So clearly there was a vote chori from the Congress side based on that particular judgment. And a few years ago in Andhra Pradesh, in Anantapur, where I represent from, Congress, there was a case booked against them for voter rigging of more than 2 lakh votes. So Congress is used to doing things like this.
No,
and
he
coming
thinks
here
people are, he thinks
coming
people,
to Rahul Gandhi.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
his agenda is nothing but optics, trying to grab headlines and trying to play victimhood. I mean, the party is in doldrums. I have a straightforward question. The political parties have a system called BLAs. The Election Commission is encouraging that. You can have a BLA for every booth, and you can verify. And if you have any doubts, you can actually raise the questions. And the BLA has the authority to even delete up to 6 votes. And I've checked in Andhra Pradesh. Congress has no BLA agents, and I think it might be the same in other states also.
No, I want to come in today because the problem is that where nobody is going into detail. I'll ask one question here. Rahul Gandhi's allegation, he says a software is being used. You see, he says somewhere in the sky there is a software. That software is picking up Congress names and removing Congress names. It's some Amar Chitra Katha kind of fiction meets, cartoon films kind of argument. Because the first thing you should ask is if there is some automated algorithm just going and cutting, finding out Congress votes and removing them and then bringing BJP votes. The fact is, the Election Commission files an FIR because the Election Commission puts out a tweet saying, in 2023, unsuccessful attempts were made for deletion of electors in Aland Assembly constituency. An FIR was filed by the authority of the Election Commission to investigate the matter. So this kills the entire argument. You see, Pradeep, where are the digital forensics? Where is the IP trail? Where is the formal complaint? You don't produce any verifiable data. But you're saying Indian elections are fraud, Indian democracy is a fraud. I mean, Pradeep, you should be the first to protest today. Raise your voice, Pradeep, against this. It's bad for the country. Pradeep and then Gaurav.
The most important point is it's an attempt, not a deletion.
And good evening to all.
Good evening, Pradeep.
I hope it's over 30 minutes, and I wish you'll give me 3 minutes at least to put my case forward. It is not about the opposition or election commission or BJP. It is about the Indian democracy and electoral process. It is about the strengthening our electoral process, strengthening our democracy principles and values, and about the trust to the voting system. On the voting day also, Arnab, you can easily visible that 100 or more than 100 and hundreds of voters' names get deleted and they are not able to vote. Will those numbers, those voters, any notice is being served to them, whether there is an oath taken or intimation given or their right to be heard? These are all things which are real. What is the election commission motto? no voter left behind. And then Election Commission do not reply to our honorable leader Akhilesh Yadav's voter deletion 8,000 affidavit given for 3 years back. What has happened to that? EC has enabled all citizens, participants, an electoral process without any discrimination. And the recent case, just exposed a couple of days before, 4,270 voters registered on a single address in UP. And if you are asking EC to investigate whether it is Modi ji's Parivar, Sangh Parivar or Tom Dick Harry's Parivar, what's wrong in that? Basically, there are two chronological orders. Either you...
This is, I'll tell you, one minute. I ask you one question. Just 1 minute. So 1 minute. Pradeep, listen to me. Pradeep, suppose Smriti Irani, 1 minute, listen to me. Did Smriti Irani, after losing Amethi this time, Pradeep, you have to listen to me. Did Smriti Irani, after losing Amethi, say vote chori? Wherever you are, Alandh, 1 minute. Alandh constituency has historically been a weak spot of the Congress. The Congress has failed to secure the seat in every election since 1999. In JDS won in 1999, was it vote chori? 2004, JDS won with 16%. Did H.D. Devagada do vote chori? 2008, JDS won with 5%. Did Kumaraswamy do vote chori? In 2013, Karnataka Janata Paksh won with a margin of 12.9%. Was it vote chori? In 2018, the Gutedar Subaksh Rukmaya BJP won the seat. Was it vote chori? You have to understand. Ironically, the Congress finally won Anand in 2023, which is actually undermining Rahul Gandhi's vote chori narrative. You know, Rahul, please, viewers, I'm telling you, go into the details, you will see the level of lies being spoken about today. Fight these lies, the conspiracy against our country. Gaurav is on the debate, Gaurav.
Now let me complete.
Okay, you complete. It's a hot debate, lines will be open now.
Just taking forward.
Yeah.
Arnab, can I complete?
Okay, Pradeep complete and Gaurav takes over after that. Yeah, Gaurav responds after that.
So what I was saying that as soon as the election fraud allegations are levied, BJP will immediately come and call in the press conference and deny all voting frauds and allegations. But why? Floor ki daati mein tinka hai aur kuch dal mein kuch kala hai. Why election commission is not answering before and BJP is coming into the picture. In fact, BJP has to come with the opposition and say if there is any election fraud, we should investigate. And why they are not doing that? So this question will come. If not, why? And the second thing is the country is that BJP level all these allegations and say...
No, this is clear. You feel you don't want to wait for the 2029 general elections. You want a Nepal-type anarchy in India. People of India, be very careful. Be very careful. Be very careful. It is going to certainly happen. They will certainly try to create anarchy in the country. Gaurav.
Let me complete.
Gaurav and Priyanka.
Yeah. So very simply.
Easy is not here to follow the BJP.
My logic is very simple. My brain doesn't work like Rahul Gandhi's brain, if he has any. I have this to say. Pradeep, you can listen to me also. I heard you very patiently. Extend me the same courtesy. Arnab, the allegation that Rahul Gandhi is making is vote chori and casting aspersions on the Election Commission of India, very simple. So Samajwadi Party is supporting that. Samajwadi Party in 2019 had 5 Lok Sabha seats. Now they are up to 37 in 2024. If Election Commission of India was favoring the ruling party, then how is it that their number has increased from 5 to 37? If it is vote chori, then Rahul Gandhi should resign from the Lok Sabha seat. If it is vote chori, Sonia Gandhi should resign from the Rajya Sabha seat. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra should resign from the Lok Sabha seat. And what about
Get Pradeep.
What about Sukhu?
Faster.
What about Siddaramaiah?
Faster.
They should also resign.
Respond.
And Arnab.
Priyanka, please come into the debate. You can't be so pulled back. Priyanka responding to Gaurav. Priyanka is finally responding to you. 1 minute, I'm going to let her in because she's been very cautious so far. She's finally provoked enough to respond.
जांच से क्यों भागना है?
Arnab, allow me to.
नहीं, वो कह रही है जांच होने दीजिए. Same argument है.
जांच क्यों नहीं हो सकती?
Allow me to make my last point.
नहीं, वो कह रही है जांच होने दीजिए. आप उनको respond कीजिए, गौरव.
Priyanka being a lawyer will appreciate the point I will make. Yes. So
Gaurav and Priyanka now.
Also appreciate.
Go ahead.
Everyone is expected to have faith in the Election Commission of India, but say you doubt the role of the Election Commission of India. Where do you go after making allegations? To the Honorable Supreme Court or the High Court. And you give an affidavit. Why is Rahul Gandhi not moving the court and giving an affidavit?
Why isn't he not moving the court? He does because he does not believe in the legal process.
He filed complaints.
That is the reason.
That is an incorrect submission on behalf of Gaurav ji. We've also filed complaints already. Election Commission is silent to date. What do we do? Please tell us.
Election Commission is not silent. Election Commission has responded very, very strongly today.
You should know.
The Election Commission, don't lie, Priyanka. You just lied. I caught you lying there. Not good, Priyanka Kakkar. Not good. Very bad. You lied about the Election Commission right now.
People who filed I am not file a case against me if I've lied.
No, but you said Election Commission is quiet, but the Election Commission has said very clearly with a fact check that there has been no deletion of any vote. Asset cannot be done online by any member of the public. It has gone and said that there was an FIR filed in 2023.
2024 Election Commission proceeded to work on the illegitimate complaints filed by
Acha, now let's be logical here. Let's be logical here. Okay, tell me one thing. Rahul Gandhi is saying that the BJP candidate who has, won any seat, any BJP person who has won any seat should be removed. Right? Let's start by removing Rahul Gandhi. By that logic, Rahul Gandhi should also be removed. हाँ पंकज?
Absolutely.
Let's start by removing Rahul Gandhi, no? नहीं, मैं जीता तो ठीक है. दूसरे जीत के तो उनको निकालो. What is this logic, Baba? It's the Pankaj, the most illogical and stupid thing anybody can talk about.
Arnab, let me just come in.
No, my point is, Deepak wants to come in. Viewers are calling in. People are angry. From Chennai, I have Srinivasan coming. From Karnataka, I have Prashant Chauhan calling. And, this is India's largest network, largest independent network. I would like to take 2 callers before I go back to the panel tonight. From Chennai, Srinivasan. Yes, please, Srinivasan. Srini.
Good evening, Arnab.
Good evening.
My question is to the opposition. Arnab, I am... Hello?
I can hear you, sir.
Yeah. So my basic question to the opposition is, see, I am seeing a string of issues right from when the plane, when the aircraft got hit, the opposition was asking how many planes have gone. What is it? To whom are they trying to say that? That is leave that.
Correct,
Second point they are asking is, when Donald Trump says India is a dead economy, he is parroting it in saying...
Yes, he's saying India is a dead economy. What, you tell Pankaj, come on, respond to Srini. You're a Congress supporter, respond to Srini. Respond.
What is there to respond? He has colored eyes. He'll say what you want.
Oh, I have called Mr. Srinivasan from Chennai to
in your question answer session.
All right. So I have planted these questions.
Because
Prashant calling in from Karnataka. Prashant, have I called you? Have I paid you money to ask the question?
No.
These people are all saying that there is something.
Yeah, Arnab, good evening.
Good evening, Prashant.
Yeah, Pankaj ji, good evening. एक 3-4 सवाल है आपसे.
एक ही सवाल बाबा, टाइम लिमिटेड है, प्लीज.
एक ठीक है. कर्नाटक में कौन जीता है? पंजाब में कौन जीता है?
कर्नाटका में कौन जीता है?
ये सब सैटेलाइट से लगा के
Come on.
हैकिंग होके जीता है क्या?
Hacking
पहली बात ये
okay.
है।
Priyanka,
दूसरा,
come into the debate.
India is
Priyanka has become
India is
very,
democratic
very cautious
country or not?
nowadays.
Or
She doesn't want to upset
you want
Congress.
India to become a Nepal and Bangladesh.
No, I just can't scream over people.
No.
That is my drawback.
नहीं, उन्होंने बोला कि कोई सैटेलाइट से किसी ने हैक करके भगवंत मान को चीफ मिनिस्टर बनाया है क्या? From Karnataka, she is asking a logical question. वो भी हैकिंग से हुई है क्या? प्रियंका, come on, बोलिए. Gaurav Bhatia is there. Tell him.
Let Gaurav Bhatia first wear his pajama.
What Gaurav Bhatia? Why are you after Gaurav? What's your problem? Yeah. Priyanka?
See, there is when the election commission admitted that there was some kind of manipulation, that they caught that someone was someone was trying to hack online. That is why they ordered a FIR, right? So I think that argument had some merit.
What are you saying? No, what are you saying?
That is an admission on the election commission itself.
No, can I respond, Arnab?
This is absurd. Very bad,
Arnab,
Priyanka.
can I respond?
You want a Nepal-like situation.
But these are the facts. Arnab, these are the facts.
Gaurav, it's not. The fact is that they filed an FIR when they got to know, they stopped it and they put it on record. They put their whole attempt at making sure there was no problem, and there is a record of that. Come on, Priyanka, expect better. Gaurav is on the debate. Gaurav, come on.
There was an attempt
Gaurav, no.
Hack.
Yeah.
I make an attempt. 1 minute. I make an attempt. 1 minute. Priyanka. I make an attempt. No. I make an attempt to rob your house. You catch me and file an FIR against me in the police station. Right?